It's JavaScript o'clock. It's time to learn one of the most popular, most used, and most respected language in the world. JavaScript has been one of the language that you can use for virtually anything, and everybody seems to learn JavaScript these days. So that's why I'm bringing back JavaScript to our screen so that we could learn JavaScript, understand JavaScript. I believe we have something like TypeScript and so on, but JavaScript is needed to understand TypeScript. And with JavaScript, you can build dynamically interactive features on your website. You can build stuff like animations, you can do form validations, you can do a lot of things, and you can build good mobile apps with JavaScript. You can have a full stack application, you can deal with data engineering, you can do LLMs just with JavaScript. JavaScript is just the language that everybody just want to use. Is the most popular and most used language in the world. Okay, so there is this funny thing about JavaScript. People tends to confuse JavaScript with Java. No, they're actually not the same thing. It's like comparing Caroline to car. They are two different things entirely. Just because there's car in Caroline does not mean Caroline is a car. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so JavaScript can be run in two major environments. We can run it in the browser, which is the original way it was designed initially, and we can also run in our node environment, especially that's on the server. That's when we building stuff like API and so on and so forth. But in this particular course, we're going to do both browser and our node environment. So what do you need to do to get started learning JavaScript? First of all, I want to believe before you start learning this, you've actually learned probably HTML and CSS before now. So you understand what I mean by when I say editor, you understand what I mean by editor. When I say browser, you understand what I mean by browser, and so on and so forth. So we want to set up our environment because we'll be running JavaScript on our server, on our node environment. So we might actually need to install one or two things. So let's start with Node.js. Just go to Google and type Node.js. It should take you the first link. Click on it and you get to this place. Then you select the version you want to install. I always advise use one of the LTS version. The stable version. Do not use the current version. So after that, you can open up your terminal. You can open up your Visual Studio Code and open up your terminal. This is my Visual Studio Code. So let's check the version of Node I have. So here I have 18.16.0. That's the version of Node I have. Now let's get into business. Let's see if our JavaScript, if our Node was well installed, if we are good to run JavaScript on this machine. Let's just come here, create a new JavaScript file called test.js. Then I just say console.log. Let's say hello JavaScript. If I save this and I come to my terminal here and I type node test.js, this should show me hello JavaScript. Let's see. Yes, we have hello JavaScript. That means we are good to go. We are good to start learning JavaScript. So guys, so that's just an introduction to JavaScript. In our next video, we'll start learning JavaScript. We're going to be starting with variables, and we're going to talk about a lot of things in JavaScript. But I can show you at the end of this class, you should be a JavaScript master. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.